Alright guys, Joel back here again. Another Black Hills adventure with the KTM 390. I am heading up China Gulch to an old trapper's miner's cabin way up here in the hills today. Let's see what we get. Probably a good thing to change my ride mode to off-road instead of street. It seems to be there we go. A little more low-end grunt for me. Oh man. Those washboards are gnarly. Yeah, that kind of sucks for this front windshield now. I don't know that I'm going to be able to keep running that thing. I really want to dare. Just shaking around on these washboards on this road. Not doing it any favors. I'm going to stop and take a look at my map real quick. Still don't have my GPS. It's actually supposed to come in the mail today. And then I won't need to be doing these stops to look at the cell phone. Well, it looks like I'm going until I see road 606. If anybody's wondering, I'm still running version 1.09 on the 2025 390. Not quite to 600 miles yet from my first kind of official like oil change and all that kind of stuff. So I'm waiting for that to hopefully get the update. This one is version 13, is my understanding. It's supposed to help a ton with the low end. This isn't horrible, but the low end is just really hard to go slow and technical on this bike right now. You pretty much got to run it in whatever gear keeps you above 4,000 RPMs. That's not ideal when you're trying to go real slow on a technical road or trail. You end up having to rev it really high, slip the clutch a lot. You kind of ride it like an old two-stroke. Not ideal. Cruising most of these cheap trails and back roads like this, it's just perfect. And that's 254, that's not it yet. Alright, China Gulch to Shaw Gulch. This is Shaw Gulch Road. Trail 606. Let's see where this takes us. There's supposed to be an old miner's cabin way up in here. A lot of people say it's cool. That's what we're trying to find today. Oh, that hit hard. Yikes. Lots of little offshoots up in here, so trying to stay on the main trail. Haven't seen any actual trail signs yet. This should be the way. That's kind of the thing about adventure bike riding is you just kind of strike out into the unknown, not really understanding where you're going fully. That's what makes it fun. Look at that view. Man. Love the freaking Black Hills. So good. Actually, seems like my front windscreen is coming loose a little bit. Have to see if I have the right tools in the bag to snug that down when I stop. Bunch of side-by-sides. I'll let them go by. Alright, side-by-side's gone. Alright, got batteries changed out on that camera there, relieved myself, and found out that I do not have a proper toolkit on here to tighten up my windscreen. So I moved this mount from the top of my windscreen up here down to this lower mount, which will be in the way of my GPS when I get my GPS, but I just need to rework where I'm mounting these silly cameras for now and tighten up the windscreen. You know, it's one of those things you just don't expect to happen on the trail, but sometimes it does. So we're going to push on, try to find this lost miner's cabin up here. No wheelies with this guy on the gravel. Just rev it up and dump the clutch, and all the tires do is just spin. These things are getting broken in here. I'm also noticing a lot of chain slap down there. They don't put the highest quality chain on these things from the factory, and it's already stretching pretty good. Tighten that up a little bit. It's the first time I go and change oil and all that. Nice flowy section of trail here. Not a lot of rocks or ruts or anything like that. Just a little bit of dips and weaves and smooth corners. It's kind of fun. That's a little rocky. I'm going to get out of their way here. We'll let them go by. More. So that guy gave me a wave and two more and one more and no more. Oh, there we go. Okay. And one of these fun little things. I think we'll be getting there pretty soon. It's actually quite a long ways down. All right. Looks like I gotta go hiking. I'm gonna go find this cave and see if I can show it to you guys. I'll be back in a minute. Hey, this kind of thing's part of ADV riding sometimes too, right? Trying to find this Flanagan's cabin, which should be around here somewhere. All right, here we go. That was a bit deceptive because where they said Miner's cabin was, it was probably 200 to 300 yards up this trail in order to get there. Looks like I gotta cross a creek and then I gotta go like up there to that hole in the wall. Yo, check this out. What? Look at that. Wow. I'm out of breath climbing up that hill. Old springs for a mattress. Long gone. Oh, amazing. Wow. Go back through. That was definitely worth the drive today. Man. Can you imagine carving all this out by hand? Unbelievable. Very cool. All right, back to the bike. I'm gonna go ahead and record this hill climb getting back out of here because it was pretty technical. So I'm gonna get that done for you guys, and then we'll probably call it a day. We'll see what we get here. Man. Did I mention I don't love these tires? Pressure is a little bit high right now, but still, not gone. Got sloppy. Yeah, pretty technical long hill climb. I'll have to go back in the GPS and see just how long that was, but gosh dang, that's a long uphill section. Whew. That's hard work on an old man. I'll tell you what, thanks for watching today, guys. Hit that subscribe button. So far, as you can see, the 2025 KTM 390 Adventure R is so far able to handle just about everything that I've been throwing at it. I guess right now I couldn't be happier, other than just I wish it had a tiny bit more low end. Might change out that front sprocket to 1 tooth smaller when that becomes available. But man, for now, trails like this, no issue whatsoever getting out and adventuring. Thanks for watching, you guys.